Hello, and welcome back to Diecast Graveyard. My name is Paul. We've got an absolutely fun build today. We've got a Hot Wheels Mighty Maverick. Now these cars are actually pretty cool. I love the way they look, and these builds are a lot of fun, and we're going to do a complete restoration on this car. Now the only thing I don't like about these cars is they have this huge wing that goes on the back, and there's little slots in the back of the windshield to help hold the wings in place, or the wing in place. And in my opinion, it looks kind of silly because the car really didn't need it. But it's also a booger to put together. So stick around and let's go ahead and get started with today's build by starting with the autopsy. Let's continue. Here we've got the Mighty Maverick, and we've got the post already drilled out. There's not a lot of pieces here, but we're going to have fun with this. Here's the body. There's a lot of toning on this car, but I think we got something for that. And instead of doing the stripe in white, we're going to do it in black, and we're going to paint the car a ice blue. Now, actually a Windex blue. Here's the interior, and that's what the wing normally attaches to. And here's the windshield. And like I said, those little notches in the back are what holds the wing in place. And again, these cars honestly are a booger to put together. The interior, or the base is good, the suspension is good. We'll have to put some brand new wheels on there and polish up the base. Grab your favorite adult beverage and join along with today's build. Now we're going to dip the body in the citrus strip. I found this at Walmart, I found it at Lowe's, and you can probably get it at Home Depot also. The bottles are very reasonably priced at about $11, and they last you quite a long time unless you're doing a lot of cars. And like I said, it's fairly cheap, so go ahead and get you some. It doesn't work super fast, but it does work well. Let's go ahead and move on. We got the body out of the citrus strip, and we cleaned it up, and we scrubbed it down with Zep degreaser. Now we're going to come back in with some flits, and we're going to polish up the body. Now, one of the things I did do ahead of time was I used an abrasive wheel in my Dremel to get some of the toning off the car. Now, whether you use that wheel or you use some sandpaper or you use a Scotch-Brite pad or something like that, this is definitely something that you want to do. Now, when you go to buff it out like this and you're using the Dremel, if you have a car with a hood that opens up or doors that open up, etc., go ahead and hold that down. If you're spinning that Dremel and you happen to catch the edge of that hood or door or whatever, and it snaps it back, you're liable to break the pins on the hood or the door, and you're going to ruin it, and you're going to start saying some curse words. Okay? I know I have in the past, and you definitely want to prevent that. So go ahead and hold that down before you start buffing it out. To me, this is one of the most rewarding things when you're doing a restoration on a car, because you see the old finish go away and you see the brand new shiny finish come up through. And this is a lot of fun. Now, next to painting, this is one of my favorite things to do because it's kind of like I said, it's like self-gratifying. It's fantastic. I mean, you can definitely see the outcome of what you're doing as you work that flitz polish in. Fantastic. I really enjoy this hobby. Now don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that little bell to be alerted to any future videos that come out. It's free, folks, and you're watching the video anyway, so go ahead and click on subscribe and you'll find out when we have new ones out there. Now also, that being said, if there's anything you want to see, if there's any restorations you want to see, or if you have any restorations or customs that you want done, go ahead and contact me in the comments and I'll get back a hold of you. And I do like answering questions. I do my best to answer as many questions as I can, but sometimes I just can't get to all of them, but I do try my best. This is a lot of fun. I really enjoy this, and I've said that several times already. Now, the better you have your finish, the better the results are going to be when you finally go ahead and paint the car. Let's go ahead and continue on with the next step. Now we've got the body. We've cleaned it up with Zep degreaser, and we're going to paint it down with Windex Blue from the Redline shop. Go to the Redline shop and check out and see what they have to offer. They've got the wonderful restoration wheels for your Redline projects. They've got that world famous Spectre Flame paint and a full line of decals to complement your restoration. So go ahead and check out the Redline shop. That's where I get the majority of my products. We got it all cleaned off, like I said, with the Zep degreaser, and we rubbed it down with some lacquer thinner, let it dry. Now we're going to come back in with the Windex Blue. And man, I'll tell you, this is an absolutely beautiful color. I mean, if you can picture holding up a brand new bottle of Windex in the sunlight in the window, and man, I'll tell you, that color is absolutely stunning. Make sure you get all the hard to reach areas and the undersides and the fender wells, etc. And then put on a nice light mist coat or tack coat on the car. When you have that done, let the car set for about 15 minutes. This will give time for the paint to start to tack up or start to harden. And then it'll give a nice base for the rest of your paint that you're going to put on when you put on your saturation coats. And if you use the hardener activator and follow the directions on the bottle, you can be guaranteed that your finish is going to be absolutely beautiful. And you probably won't need any clear coat on top of it either. Let's move on.
Meanwhile, back in the graveyard.
Well, we're going to go ahead and let the paint set. Here we've got the windshield for the car. We've cleaned it up and we polished it up as best we could. Made sure that we didn't have any of the residue from the polish on there. And we're going to go ahead and dip it in the Pledge Revive. Now, I normally have more than one project going on at a time here. So that's why you see a bunch of cars on the desk. And I got a bunch of videos coming out here. Go ahead and wick off the excess by touching the corner of the glass or the back of the glass to a paper towel or a cloth, and let it suck away that excess fluid there, and then let it dry, usually for a few hours at the least. Now we're going to go ahead and replace the wheels. Now these wheels are cap style wheels, and I got the replacements for this at the Redline shop. Go ahead and work a razor into the groove on the edge of the tire, and once you get it in there, give it a twist and that wheel will pop right off. There you go. That's fantastic right there. I got 2 medium meats for the front and 2 large meats for the back. Now the cap style wheels only come in 2 sizes, medium and large. Alright, here we've got the body with that black stripe painted on top. Here's the base all polished up with brand new wheels from the Redline shop. We detailed up the front and the back. Here's the interior with that brand new wing. And here's the glass all ready to go. Let's go ahead and put it together and have our reveal. And here's what we started with. A mighty Maverick. Like I said, this car is absolutely beautiful. I just wish they wouldn't have put that big gawky wing on the back, but you know what? It is what it is. Later on in more recent years, when they release the Maverick, they don't have that big wing on the back. They've got just the regular body, etc. Now, there is a little section on the back of the trunk that allows that wing to come through, and it kind of looks funky if you don't put the wing back in there. So it's something to think about when you're restoring one of these cars. Now, I do recommend that you have all of your replacement parts ready to go when you're going to go ahead and put one of these cars together or do your restorations. And it'll save you a lot of heartache too. But we took everything apart, we cleaned it up, we painted it, we polished it, we replaced the parts we could, and had a fun time doing it. And here's what we got to. This mighty Maverick is restored to perfect condition. We changed the color though from the antifreeze color to the Windex blue from the Redline shop. We put brand new wheels on from the Redline shop. We dipped the windshield, which we saved, in Pledge Revive, and we got a brand new interior from eBay. But man, I'll tell you, this is going to look great in my friend's collection, and he's going to enjoy this video too, I'm sure. But these cars are so much fun, and again, a lot of these cars on eBay and stuff like that are super expensive, folks. I mean, the prices on these are going absolutely stupid. But if you take your time and wait it out, you will eventually get what you want for a reasonable price. Just be patient. Thank you for joining me today on Diecast Graveyard. We've got a lot more videos coming up in the future, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And thank you again for joining me here today. If there's something you'd like to see, put it in the comments. Thank you, and cheers.